Welcome to Cozy Dream Tale. Tonight, as the stars twinkle above, we journey through the enchanted Christmas tree farm. Let the day's worries drift away and join us in a world of gentle magic and hidden wonders. In this chapter, we follow Emma's enchanting adventure, discovering the farm's ancient secrets and magic. So, snuggle up and let the soothing story carry you into a night of peaceful dreams. Let the tale unfold, and may your dreams be as sweet and magical as our story. Chapter 2: Secrets of the Spruces. As the days began to shorten and the chill of early winter whispered through the trees, Emma embarked on a journey of discovery. The farm, with its myriad mysteries, seemed to beckon her deeper into its enchanting embrace. One chilly morning, wrapped in a warm shawl, Emma ventured into the grove, drawn by an inexplicable urge to connect with the heart of once more. The tree stood, as always, majestic and serene, its presence both comforting and awe-inspiring. Emma reached out, placing her palm against the rough bark. This time, she was not greeted with visions, but with a warm, pulsing energy that seemed to flow from the tree into her very soul. In that moment, Emma felt a shift within her. The world around her seemed to come into sharper focus, the colors more vivid, the sounds clearer. She could hear the soft rustling of the leaves, the gentle creaking of the branches, and the humming, what seemed like a faint humming, a melody that breathed of earth. She realized then that the tree was not just sharing its energy with her. It was teaching her, guiding her in ways of the magic that flowed for the farm. Emma closed her eyes, letting the melody wash over her, feeling it weave its way through her being, awakening the senses she never knew she had. When she opened her eyes, she found that she was not alone. A small group of birds had gathered around her, their bright eyes watching her curiously. Emma reached out a hand, and to her delight, one of the birds hopped onto her palm. She could feel the tiny heartbeat of the creature, the delicate weight of its body, and a sense of connection, the bond that transcended species. With a heart full of wonder, Emma spent the day exploring the farm, accompanied by her new feathered friends. She discovered that she could understand the language of the birds, their chirps and songs revealing stories of the sky and the wind. As dusk fell, Emma returned to the cottage, her mind buzzing with the day's revelations. She had always known that the farm was special, but now she understood that it was alive with magic. And magic that she was a part of. At night, as she sat by the fire, Emma reflected on her newfound abilities. She realized that this was just the beginning, the first lesson in a series of many. The farm, with its ancient trees and hidden magic, had much to teach her, and she was eager to learn. She thought of her good Aunt Clara and felt a deep sense of gratitude. Clara had left her more than just a piece of land. She had left her a legacy of magic and wonder, a connection to the natural world that was rare and precious. As Emma drifted off to sleep, she felt a sense of contentment and excitement. The journey ahead was uncertain, filled with mysteries and challenges. But she knew that she was not alone. The frame, with its whispering trees and enchanting secrets, was her guide, and she was its guardian, ready to embrace whatever the future held. The following days at the Enchanted Christmas tree farm, I folded like the pages of a storybook, each day revealing a new layer of magic and mystery. Anna, now deeply attuned to the farm's rhythms, began to explore the connections between our family's past, the magic that permeated the land. Morning, with the sun casting a golden glow on the frost-covered ground, Emma ventured into the attic of the cottage. The attic was a time capsule filled with artifacts and memories of generations past. Dusty trunks and old furniture were shrouded in cobwebs. Each piece whispering stories of days gone by. In the far corner of the attic, under a beam of the sunlight that filled through a small window, Emma discovered an old chest. It was carved with intricate patterns of leaves and vines, and upon opening it, she found it filled with letters, photographs, and diaries. As Emma sifted through the contents of the chest, she was drawn into the world of her forebears. She read letters penned in elegant script, speaking of life on the farm, of joys and sorrows, of seasons changing. The photographs showed faces from another era, their expressions captured in time, eyes that seemed to speak of wisdom and stories untold. On these treasures, Emma found a diary belonging to her great-grandmother, Eliza, the first of her family to settle on the farm. Eliza's words painted a vivid picture of a woman of strength and vision, who had a deep bond with nature and an understanding of the land. Eliza wrote of how she had been drawn to the farm by a dream, a vision of a land where trees whispered and stars shone with a light that guided the heart. She spent a journey to build a life in this enchanted place, of her the land had welcomed her, and of the trees but soon to communicate with her. Reading Eliza's, Emma felt a profound connection to her ancestor. She realized that the magic of the farm was not just a recent discovery, but a legacy passed down through generations. The connection she felt to the heart of the grove, the understanding of the language of birds, all of it was a part of her heritage, a gift from her ancestors. With a heart full of awe and gratitude, Emma closed the diary. She looked around the attic, at the remnants of the lines that had come before her, and felt a sense of belonging to a lineage of guardians who had cared for this magical place. At night, under a starlit sky, Emma stood among the trees of the farm. She felt their energy, ancient and wise, and knew that she was a part of the continuum, a thread in the tapestry of time that wove through the farm. She whispered a thank you to our ancestors, to Eliza and Clara, and to all those who had come before. Nurtured and protected this land, and now it was her turn to carry on that legacy. As the moon rose high in the sky, bathing the farm in a soft, silver light, Emma felt a deep sense of peace. She was not just the guardian of the enchanted Christmas tree. She was a part of its story, a chapter in, and she knew that her journey was just beginning, a path that would take her deeper into the mysteries and magic of this extraordinary place. on a frost-kissed morning, as the first light of dawn crept over the horizon, casting a gentle glow on the enchanted Christmas tree fern. And then I tucked away in the bottom of an old wooden chest, beneath a pile of faded photographs and letters, lay an ancient book. Its cover was leather, worn with age and embossed with symbols that shimmered faintly in the dim night of the attic. With hands trembling slightly from anticipation, Emma opened the book. The pages were yellowed with time, but the writing was still clear, penned in an elegant hand. It was a book of spells, a compendium of the magic that had been practiced on the farm for generations. The spells were diverse, ranging from simple incantations for encouraging plants to grow, to more complex rituals for communing with the spirits of nature. Each spell was accompanied by detailed illustrations of Gerg's trees and celestial bodies, the connections and uses meticulously documented. Emma was entranced. The book opened up a new world to her, a world where the magic she had felt since arriving at the farm was not just a vague sensation, but something that could be Enchanted mathematic. Deep into study of the book, practicing the spells in the quiet of the forest or the privacy of her cottage. She learned to speak to the trees in a language older than words, to listen to the whispers of the wind, to understand the signs of the streams and rivers. One spell, in particular, captivated her. It was a spell for seeing the true essence of nature, for perceiving life, fully belief in blade of grass, every drop of wild. The spell required patience and concentration, and Emma practiced it diligently, feeling herself grow closer to the heart of the farm with each attempt. Then, one evening, as the sun set and the farm was bathed in the soft light of twilight, Emma felt a shift within her. She had been sitting under the heart of the grove, deeply focused on the spell, when suddenly the world around her transformed. The trees glowed with an inner light, their iris visible to her eyes. The air was alive with swirling colors, each gust of wind painting the sky with hues of green and blue. The earth pulsed beneath her, a rhythmic beat that resonated with her own heart. Emma was awestruck. She could see the magic of the fawn as clearly as she saw the stars in the night sky, a tapestry of energy and life that was breathtaking in its beauty. She understood now that the magic was not just in the spells in the book, but in every part of the farm, in every leaf and stem, in the air. At night, as Emma lay in bed, her mind filled with the wonders she had witnessed, she felt a profound sense of gratitude. The old book of spells had opened her eyes to the true magic of the enchanted Christmas tree farm. The magic, but was ancient, powerful, and beyond that. She drifted into sleep with a smile on her lips, her dreams filled with the radiant powers of the fawn's hidden world, a world she was never part of. In the heart of winter, under a sky embroidered with stars, Emma discovered a new aspect of the farm's magic. It was the night of the full moon, the lunar light bathing the landscape in a silvery glow, transforming the farm into a ring of ethereal beauty. Drawn by the luminescent night, Emma wrapped herself in a wool cloak and stepped outside. She walked towards the heart of the grove, the tree that had become her confidant and guide. As she neared the ancient tree, Emma felt a familiar sense of peace. The tree's presence was comforting, its branches reaching towards the moonlit sky like arms outstretched in prayer. She placed her hand on its trunk, and immediately she felt a connection, a gentle pulse of energy that flowed between them. Tonight, the farm with all its enchantment and mystery was a responsibility she cherished, but it also filled her with questions. She wondered about the future, about the role she was meant to play in the ongoing story of this magical place. As if in response to her thoughts, the air around her began to stir. The leaves of the tree rustled, and a soft melodic voice seemed to emerge from the whispering branches. It was a voice as old as time, gentle and wise, the voice of the heart of the grove. The tree spoke of the cycles of nature, of the ebb and flow of life. It told Emma of the guardians who had come before her, each leave a landmark on the land, each contributing to the tapestry of the farm's history. The tree assured her that she too had a role to play, a purpose that was uniquely hers. Emma listened, her heart open and receptive. The words of the tree were like a balm to her soul, filling her with a sense of clarity and purpose. She realized that her journey was not one she had to walk alone. She was a part of a larger whole, a piece in the puzzle of the farm's ongoing story. The conversation continued, the tree sharing its wisdom, its memories of sunlit days and moonlit nights, of seasons passing and time flying. Emma felt a deep sense of connection, not just to the tree, but to the land itself, to the very essence of the farm. As the night deepened, the conversation came to a gentle close. Annie felt a profound sense of gratitude for the guidance she had received. She walked back to the cottage, the moon guiding her way, her heart light and full of hope. That night, as Emma lay in her bed, the moon casting shadows on the walls of her room, she reflected on the conversation with the tree. She felt a deep sense of belonging, of being exactly where she was meant to be. The farm with its secrets and magic was her home, a place where she could grow, learn and contribute to the legacy who had cared her. Emma drifted into sleep, the words of the heart of the grove echoing in her dreams, a lullaby of wisdom and peace, a permanent with magic. The following day brought with it the gentle snowfall, the flakes drifting lazily from a pearl gray sky, covering the farm in a blanket of pristine white. Emma, her heart staying with Anita with the wisdom shared by the heart of the grove, decided to explore a part of the farm she had yet. Bundled in her warmest coat, Emma ventured into the snow-laden landscape. Her boots crunched on the fresh snow, each step leaving a distinct imprint. The world around her was hushed, the usual sounds of the farm muffled by the snowfall, creating a serene, almost otherworldly atmosphere. As she walked, Emma felt a sense of anticipation, a pull towards something unknown yet deeply familiar. She followed a narrow path that wound its way through the forest. The branches of the trees, heavy with snow, forming a canopy above her. Eventually, the path led her to a clearing hidden away from the rest of the farm. This was the Hidden Grove, a secret sanctuary, untouched by time. The trees here were ancient, their trunks thick and gnarled, their branches forming a protective circle around the clearing. In the center of the grove stood a stone altar, weathered by the elements, but still standing strong. Emma approached the altar with a sense of reverence. The air here felt different, charged with an energy that tingled on her skin. She could sense the magic of the place, a deep, powerful magic that seemed to emanate from the very earth beneath her feet. On the altar, there were carvings, symbols that matched those in the old book of spells. Emma recognized some of the symbols, the meanings now familiar to her. This grove was a place of power, a place where the guardians of the farm had come to practice their magic, to connect with the forces of nature. Emma closed her eyes, allowing herself to feel the presence of the grove. She could sense the spirits of the guardians who had come before her, their energies interwoven with the magic of the place. She felt a sense of unity, of being part of a long line of protectors whom had cared for the farm and its magic. Opening her eyes, Emma knew that this grove would be a significant part of her journey as a guardian. It was a place where she could come to practice her magic, to seek guidance, and to honor the legacy of those who had walked this path before her. As the snow continued to fall, transforming the grove into a scene from a fairy tale, Emma felt a deep sense of peace. She was where she was meant to be, at the heart of a magical world, but was both a part of her and something much greater. With a heart full of gratitude, Enya made her way back to the cottage, the snowflakes dancing around her. They had turned a time in the land after the Christmas and the Christmas that night, as she lay in bed, the images of the hidden grove filled her dreams, a secret sanctuary, and where the plasma of the crowd the firm mass.